recording. Recording in process. What is that from? That's from something.
Recording in process?
I feel like I've heard it and I don't know what it's from.
That's
Recording in process. Oh, is that the Zoom meetings?
That's the Zoom meetings. Oh dear Lord.
It's like
You're impersonating the Zoom meetings.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Candice.
And welcome to Don't Start.
And as we like to say, don't start.
Candice, save it for the show.
Exactly. So let's get to it.
How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm in a skirt.
You are in a skirt. It looks fabulous.
Well, you know, I used to love these high-waisted skirts.
Yes.
That I would wear in the younger days, in the younger years.
Yes.
But also, sometimes when you wear those short skirts that are flowy, it's happened to me yesterday. You get nervous that the wind might catch it.
No. But you got a skirt on underneath.
Yeah, but that's why I'm wearing it.
You're a little nervous?
That, it might be windy today.
Yeah,
it's not a hat day. And so then, I do a Maryland.
You will make
I went to go get
day.
tacos yesterday, and the guys were outside, and I was like, oh, God, not today, Sarah. Don't flash your hind.
Wait, you'll make someone's day.
And that's what it's about.
That's what I'm saying.
You're welcome. I actually thought of that. There was this one time I was going up from the subway in New York.
Yes.
And I was walking up the stairs and I was like, and that was younger days. And I had a skirt on going up the stairs of the subway.
Yeah. Oh, the subway's a
And
killer.
then I felt something brush my leg.
Yes.
I turned around and said, who the hell? What the? And I kept walking the stairs. I felt something brush against my...
Do you think it was someone touching your fanny?
I turned back. No, nothing there. Third time I turn around, camera was under my skirt.
Oh!
I screamed and shoved the guy down the stairs, and New York just kept going off.
Oh, yeah.
Kept walking out around me. I saw a guy in full, military outfit. Just keep walking. Don't want to get involved.
This is it. I once had my purse stolen on the subway, and no one, not that they didn't want to help, but if people were like, you'll get it back, and eventually... I did get it back, but it was really weird that no one reacts.
You get calloused in New York.
You
but
do.
I also think New York versus moving to Los Angeles,
Correct.
Right? I always said New York is like you have blinders on and you have your ear pods AirPods, whatever, and you got music and you are direct.
You have a mission.
Yes. In Los Angeles, I remember going grocery shopping and it was like zigzag. Like everybody stares at each other.
They do.
Everyone's like,
they size
who
each other
are
up.
you?
Yes.
What are you wearing? What are
Who are you is a big one.
Should I know you?
Yes. And everyone looks really good going grocery shopping.
New York avoid.
New York, I had a ball cap on and I'd go grocery shopping. LA, people put makeup on. They're in gym outfits.
Yeah.
But they are like done up, which by the way, I taught many years in Los Angeles at Exhale Spa and like Pilates and yoga studio. I taught there for years and people would show up, and I'm not joking, full makeup, full hair to work out at 6 a.m. And I was like, wow, New Yorkers showed up like, we look like wrecks to work out and we shower after. These people still showered. They sweated through their makeup, but they looked good working out. I wasn't ready for that.
What do you prefer if you choose between New York and Los Angeles?
When I'm working out or just life?
You could choose any of it now.
You know what? I always say this. Nothing beats the weather, and it's such a cheesy thing to say, but it's true. Like I loved not having the winter coat and the backpack and like, oh my Jesus, I got to carry this, and the stress of just dressing every day. It was beautiful, just like pulling up some like stretchies, flip flops, and go.
I
love
couldn't agree more.
Right?
So I would say I called myself a snail in New York.
What's this? Oh, yeah.
That I had my home on my back.
Yeah,
I would have every dance shoe, my entire musical score, multiple outfits.
Yep.
And that was also the thing is like, shoes. What shoes do you wear in New York? I was in flip-flops or I was in sneakers. And I love wearing like a good wedge, which I'm in today. And not to be a brat about it, but I threw it all in my trunk and I moved to California and I was in my convertible and I was like, let's go, LA. Yeah. Love that sunshine.
It's so simple. And I will say, I'm segueing. Here we go.
Sagging. That's not a
sagging. That's kind of cool. Just we're not saying sagging. We're saying sagging.
We're sagging.
But just like in LA, when we were living there at the time, there was all of a sudden starting to be like these I'm going to call it pop-up pot stores where you can buy pot.
Oh, yeah, no. The first time I moved to Los Angeles, I was like, it just smells like marijuana everywhere.
Yes.
Oh, everywhere. The first meeting I had there, I grabbed your hand already.
You did. Okay, it's all right.
From New York to Los Angeles, I said, this guy in this office, he must be high. He is talking so slow compared to New Yorkers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like spitting out my resume,
You know
telling
what?
it, and I was like, Is this guy stoned?
Tom and I, for
yes.
years, well, I shouldn't say, it was for years, we would blame pot. Sorry, pot smokers.
You would too.
I would blame it on that for the reason my coffee was coming so slow in like a
They're
Starbucks.
stoned.
I was like, they're stoned. I was like, that's why they're moving slow. But no, it was my New Yorker in me to be like, I need a coffee right now. I gotta go.
Yes.
But yeah, it took a bit for me to relax into that. But every store, every block started to be these stores. And I was like giggling about it in LA. And I'm like, oh, whatever. Not a big deal. Now that I'm here back in New Jersey now, they're everywhere I go. That literally I said to Tom, I'm buying one. Because there's lines around the block.
I thought you were just going to buy a gummy. You're buying the store.
Oh, no, I want the store. I want the store.
I'm buying one gummy.
I don't know how to
Tom?
make anything. I'm not a pot smoker. I have no judgment. Okay, here's the thing. I wish I enjoyed it.
I'm a bad stoner.
Are you a bad stoner?
Terrible.
Okay, I didn't know. All right, don't make fun of me, everyone. I never got stoned before. And it wasn't because I was like, I'm being a good
You're
kid.
nervous.
I was just like, I don't know. I'm a paranoid human.
Yes, me
I'm not
too.
doing that shit. Let me just drink my tequilas and be happy. Like, that's
Yeah?
where I was at.
Okay, girl, get
That's
your
where I was at in
tequila.
college. So now being an older person, being a more mature person, I was like, I need to see if I like pot. Like, I'm trying.
Are we going to record this night? Because this sounds really
Here-
funny.
no, I
it's an
have to-
episode.
I feel like
I'm
I
gonna
have
be
to share
okay,
this.
guys, we're here, and Candice is stoned, so
I have
let's
to
see how this goes.
All right, so I did it.
Oh, you did it.
I did it. Wait, I did it. But I was.
Did you
it
go
was
to
terrible.
the store? I've never walked into a store and went shopping at a pot store.
So I've gone to a pot store several
what
times.
what are they
Is it
called?
called a pot? Oh no, a dispenser.
Dispensary. I walk.
Dispensary.
So I walk into this
I'm gonna
dispensary.
say it wrong. So I started to walk into dispensaries. Wait for it. When I was 4 months pregnant, not for myself, but because my mom was like,
yeah.
your dad is nervous. I need to calm him down. I was
Yeah.
like, Mom, everyone your age is smoking pot at this point or having a gummy. I think I'm getting you guys a gummy. So because my mom's like, I'm embarrassed. I'm not walking in. I'm like, well, come with me. Here I am.
Did she
4
want
months.
to? Did mom and dad want to explore this?
Dad was like, I'll try, because
Yeah.
we tried lavender gummies, and he was like, I don't feel calm. Like, he just needed to feel calm. As he's gotten
He
a little...
spritzes lavender all over the room.
It's not working. It's not working. He's like, as he's gotten older, he's like, I want to feel calm in like the bigger like situations, like
Yeah.
a big gathering or something. He needs that. He
My
needs
mother
it.
and I always say, just like if we could just turn it off a little.
Yeah.
But it's very hard.
It's very hard. So I was like, I'm going with the gummies with him. So I went in several times pregnant, and then I went in like about to pop pregnant, and I'm like, people are judging me. I'm not smoking people, but I was in there.
Did
for
you
like,
want to announce? You were guys like, I'm not.
You know
what
me.
I mean? I'm so
did.
self-conscious.
I was so self-conscious.
Did
I
you
said
say it out loud?
I said it to every person.
Yes.
I was the person.
Is that for me? Is that for me?
It's literally what I did. I was like, guys, it's not me. I'm due in a month. And I look like I was due yesterday, but it's fine. Like, I was all stressed out. But I did buy it for them. And then I bought one for myself to be like, in the future, I will do this because I'm excited.
And just around the corner here?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're all over Monmouth County. You can't miss them.
Well, I also think we're going to continue with this story. It is really important maybe to find something natural that we're not just doing pill popping, right? So like all
yeah.
this Xanax and all this kind of stuff. And this is just my opinion. May everybody who has real
You do
true
you.
mental,
You do
or
Yep.
whatever emotional, take your medication. Of course, I'm not downplaying that.
Please, please,
But
please.
if we can find another alternative that is all natural, that could just help us, that might be a little stronger than lavender.
Exactly. And as my dad made me laugh one day, I gave him like these little things. They're like, it looks like a nasal spray, but you can put them towards your nose. You don't put them up your nose, towards your nose. And you breathe it in. You breathe in like oils and smells to make you calm. My dad's like, I'm inhaling it. He's like, nothing's happening. So that's why we needed to. And he threw it at me. So
It
anyway.
actually smells beautiful in here right now. I feel like you have a lavender candle going.
I do. I definitely do. I'm still into the oils. I love the oils.
Me too. I'm
essential
very,
oils. I love them.
Nose focused. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah, you
very
are.
sensitive
You're very
to
good with
smells.
that. That's great.
So we do spritz before
Yes.
bed. We haven't done it in a while because I
do
just think
spritz too.
I think Chad's over it.
Pillow mist.
I
always.
love a mist.
A good pillow
I don't want it on my
mist?
face. I just want it on the pillows.
Wait, shout out to...
You do rose water in your face or anything?
Oh, yeah. I'm a Rosewater Trader Joe's
Yeah,
girl. But
people
shout
know.
out to 8 Sheeps. It's a great pillow mist. 8 Sheeps. It got me through so much, and I still use it. I use it for Maverick.
8 sheets.
That's the name of the company. 8
Number
sheep.
8.
Number 8 and the sheep, like the little animal.
Oh, sheep. Oh.
Like, bah.
Funny, I do. If I can't sleep, I will count down.
Yeah.
And I think, like, I tried it because I used to wake up. I do. I actually slept really well this week.
Good.
But 4 o'clock, and then my brain just
Yeah,
starts going. Okay, should we finish our
Okay, so here we go.
parents'
So I bought
pot?
the pot gummies, and I said, you know what? I will try it in the future. Obviously, had Maverick, breastfeeding. I did not do it. And then one trip, we took Maverick to California because I had a bunch of shows that I was performing. I did the shows. I came back. I wasn't breastfeeding anymore. I was
And you were
done.
like, this is
and
the
I,
night?
So I looked at Tom, who, by the way, my husband is I don't want to say a professional pot smoker, but like he was so great in college. Like knows how to like handle his stuff when it comes to pot. Like so great.
People
so
that
chill
are
about
actual
it.
real
Like a real smoker, like
Yeah.
rolled that shit, got it all. I was lost. I was like, what are you doing? Like as a 20-year-old, I had no idea. So he was like, we should do it at some point. He's like, let's maybe this week. And I don't know.
Chad and I haven't smoked together.
Do you know? No, Tom and I,
Chad,
20 years together. We never did it. It just wasn't a thing. And then I turned to him and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pop this one. He was like, whoa, you're getting manic. And I was, because we just got off the plane. I put the baby to sleep.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have nothing to do. So I popped the gummy. And Tom went, ooh. After I swallowed it, I was like, what? He's like, I just didn't look at the ratio. All right, it's fine.
You were,
like,
oh no.
how much pot was in it?
Well,
I have no
you
idea.
could have just done a half.
Right, like I popped the whole gummy.
Okay.
It turned into a panic fest for me to the point where I took my keys, well, our keys, like, who am I kidding? It's our cars, to both cars and said to him, you drive one, I'll drive another. We'll drive to my mother's house, tell her that I smoked or I kept saying inherited, and it's not inherited, it's ingested.
Yeah.
But I kept saying inherited pot
Yeah.
in my body, and that she'll come here, watch the baby, and we'll go to the cops, and I'll report myself. And Tom's like, honey, why are we going to the cops? I was like, because I did a bad thing. Like, this is where it was at.
People are listening and shaking their
I
head.
know, this is the level of stupidity it got to.
Hey, nerd.
So now Tom looks at me and like anything I do, he's like, should we call the cops? I'm like, shut up. Like I was really uncomfortable jumping out of my skin.
Yeah.
So what did he do? He threw me in a cold shower. Ran the water, sat with me, sang and laughed, and I was panicked in the water.
No,
I was
I know
afraid
it.
a shark was going to come out of the tub, like all these things.
I know it all too well. That's
You
why
do?
I'm a bad pothead.
Oh, okay.
So in freshman year of college, theater major, somebody had a 420 party.
Oh, boy.
And they made the whole cake. And the thing about eating edibles, you don't know when it's going to hit you.
And you don't know how much is in there.
And you just keep eating.
That's right.
Went off the rails. I have this great picture. It's all the freshmen looking out to lunch. And I just remember my friend going, laugh until you die. And I was like, oh my God, I'll never forget it.
It's awful.
And then like I have another time, like I always think I'm going to venture back.
Yep.
And like there's times where I went to a great Jack Johnson concert and I was chilling.
And you were good?
And but I also had a couple beers and then like kind of vibe there.
You did it right. Okay.
I don't know if that's right. I am not a good pothead once again.
Clearly I'm the worst.
And then another time, I completely forgot now. That's too much pot. No, I was going to tell you. No, not at all. I'm really bad. I just another time I came home and didn't realize how high I was. And I woke up in the middle of the night and was like, oh, I'm not okay. And my heart started racing. So then I went and sat out in the living room and just started watching Friends. Because I was like, Friends will just bring me down. It's happiness. Yep. It's happiness. No, I'm not good. And I don't. And the thing is when you were saying I just popped a gummy, I was like, a dirty martini sounded lovely.
You know what? That's the
down.
thing I've realized that I'm not. Tom said to me, you know what? You just took too much. We didn't know the measurement for your body. You've never done it before.
You don't want to do it again?
Honestly, never again. Because all of my fears came in. It was awful. The only thing that calmed me down, the cold shower did shit for me. I was so scared. Is I had to watch As Good as It Gets with Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson and stare at it, by the way, under the covers with the iPad up to my face. That's how I watched it. It's insane.
I mean, I know the same feeling, but I don't get it because there are people that are really good at it and have no problem. Like we have a friend who he's a lawyer and he's a great pothead. I'm like, how do you accomplish anything?
But God bless you. Like, I
but I
kind of
think
want to
people
be
work
you.
out. There's different strains. There's different knowledge.
I know. That's what Tom said to me. He's like, we don't know. You just popped a gummy.
Yes, I have a
He's
friend
like,
that does
know.
gummies and did a whole presentation to me about these are uppers, these are chillers.
See?
And I said, tag them and put them in Ziplocs and maybe I'll try it.
Yeah.
I never tried it because I just know that I don't trust how I behave or where my mind goes or how I'm going to feel.
Like, and I feel guilty,
I don't want to feel that going in prior.
No, it was awful. I was so excited and it was awful. And Tom popped a gummy as well because he was like, I'm not going to let you do this alone sort of thing. And then he was like, wow, you killed it for me. And I said, I was so scared. He's like, I'm so sorry. He kept apologizing because as a professional pot smoker, that's not a word, but someone who knows his shtick with that, he was like, that's a bad high. He's like, that sucks. I'm sorry. That was your first.
Well, because here's the deal is, and I talked about it with Chad, and sometimes you want to venture back into it because maybe you don't want to drink as much or whatever the reason is. Or maybe you are feeling a little anxious and you just want to chill yourself down and not be on medication in that kind of way.
I just wanted to try
whatever it is. I think that I find that you never know, but for him, we were talking about he had a health problem and something with his hand. And so he tried to smoke and he said all of a sudden it made it worse.
Oh, interesting.
Versus made him feel relaxed. He became heady. So where your headspace is. So that's the stuff when it comes to any of those type of psychedelic drugs. I'm terrified because I do already overthink. I overthink in every portion of my life.
Yep.
I'm here to admit it.
And it just heightened all that shit. So here I'm here just telling y'all if you want to smoke pot, make sure, or pop a gummy, make sure it kind of is the ratio that's right for you. You got to test that shit out. I'm all for it, but you really,
but I would
really
be very intimidated, just like you walking into one of those stores, because I think
was
that,
lost.
So I know my way around a liquor store. That sounds really bad, but no, I know I'm gonna go get a nice bottle of wine, a nice red. I'm gonna get a Pinot Noir. I'm gonna get a Syrah. I'm gonna get a blend.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, I get it.
But I would feel silly going into those stores as
I walked in, when you walk into a museum and you're like, oh, look at that dino artifact.
Right.
And I walked in looking at the glass cases like I was in a museum because I don't know what these plants mean.
So, funny story.
Tell me.
I worked as a host for a company in California called Weed Maps.
Ooh.
I was actually no.
Oh, I would have loved that.
I was very nervous to do it because at the time I was like, oh, I don't want to represent weed, especially right now as we're talking. I am not that person.
Sure, I can't be the face of that.
Basically, but what the company said was, we want to take out people that might rely on, like we said, liquor, or if they're relying on uppers and downers and prescription medicine, maybe we can put a new face to what marijuana is.
Oh, I love that.
So a woman that can wear an off-the-shoulder dress with her hair coiffed can still enjoy some marijuana.
Yes.
You don't have to look like a typical hippie or the people that you see in the movies like Cheech and Chong or what this symbolized. So they were trying to do a rebrand.
I kind of love it.
I know, so that's why they asked me. They wanted it to feel like, remember Hoda and Kathy Lee, how they would drink?
Yep.
They wanted a woman to be like, hey, listen, this is what I look like. I can still look polished or coiffed.
And be functional, because I think pot gets a bad rep, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that was what I ended up doing with this company with a producer that I really liked, who he actually Ted Bramble, he actually worked with Oprah. He had a full Sony and he started working for a little bit of time with this company, and I very much respect him and find him to choose great work.
Yeah.
And I talked to my mom about it because I said, I was nervous about it. This isn't something I want as my brand per se.
Sure.
But it's a job. My mom said, and my mom, once again, is the same as us. No good.
Yeah.
She did it once with my dad.
My mom too.
She did it once with my dad. And she was like, I was losing my mind. Yes. I thought I was on a plane airways. There was plane flying over my head. That's all she ever said. I was like, I don't know where, on the runway somewhere.
It's the worst.
But she said, just like you said at the top of the show, there's a lot of money in it.
So much.
And there's a lot of stores coming out. It is legal now.
It's
I know
totally
that
legal.
Jersey's been one of the first states to legalize, and I know Rutgers University is growing.
Yes.
Florida, I think, was trying to make it legal. They are making it legal for medicinal. I don't know all the rules and regulations.
And for those of you who don't know, these stores are gorgeous. And what I mean by that, super clean, organic, homegrown. You see them in the glass case I was like, this is a whole science.
I think someone that is a pot smoker listening to this
is laughing their ass off right now.
They're
like, these two morons.
These two girly girl, silly girls. Girly girl, silly girls. But
it's
in
true.
the big scheme of things, are you doing it again?
Yes, but I would have to be around people. I would have to take the littlest bit. I'd have to feel comfortable. I think I just popped an entire gummy and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah,
and my son would have to be somewhere else. He can't be in the house. I was so panicked that I did the wrong thing. That sounds cheesy.
How old was he?
He was 8 months.
He was a baby.
I know.
At least if he's 3, you're like, okay, kid, you can
you're
find
fine.
your way to
figure
the
it out. So true.
Make yourself something for dinner.
I kept saying to Tom, you have to stay up because if he gets up and I don't hear him, oh my God. It was that sort.
Self-soothing.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's talk, because we're talking about both of us as people. My brain is, as I drink coffee, is rapid fire at me.
My coffee's right in here, baby.
Lists in my. You have 2 coffees.
That's my electrolyte drink.
Okay, God, we're hydrating and dehydrating.
All at the same time.
Uppers and downers. Espresso martinis. I can't drink them. I don't want a liquor, and if I have that at 11 o'clock at night, I'm not going to sleep.
I don't know what
And
I'm
if I go to sleep, I'm up at 4, and I'm writing my entire doctorate. Program, my thesis, So I talked about self-soothing in the middle of the night because I've talked to you recently about my sleep patterns have been off for some reason this week. I don't know if maybe there's not the same stress around my life that wakes me up at 4. It's usually because I drink a lot of fluids and then I have to pee in them.
I'm going to throw in magnesium. You need to be taking magnesium at night. All women.
You did send that to me.
All men. All people, actually.
All those people.
All people.
Yes.
All people need to be taking magnesium.
Do you know the medical benefits of why magnesium is?
I learned this during my fertility journey that magnesium is a great I'm going to say nutrition, but a great nutrient in our body that doesn't replenish itself during the day. So meaning you lose it all during the day. So you need to give it to yourself at night so you have enough to get through the night, and then you lose it again during the day. And as we age, we lose magnesium even faster.
And what is magnesium
So magnesium calms the mind, rebuilds the bone, the heart, everything sort of rejuvenates itself through magnesium, and gives you an amazing bowel movement to empty out the crap throughout the day. Does that make sense? So if you take I'm sorry, I always talk about a good BM because it's important, people. Here we go. At night, you take magnesium. In the morning, you should have a good BM.
At night?
You take it at night, and you wake up in the morning and you have a good BM.
Morning.
Yes, but you take it at night.
Yeah.
And it does make you a little sleepy, or it just gives you the, that I was looking from the pot gummy, but that nice, relaxed
feeling. Are
you
good with dairy?
I'm not great, but I'm
Sorry,
Italian, so there's dairy in my face every minute.
Yeah, I will always eat.
I love
cheese. A good ziti.
Yeah.
Lasagna.
But I'm not great. I do feel swollen after dairy.
We are not good with, my household is not good with ice cream.
I know you told me this. I feel bad that you can't enjoy ice cream. I do. I love ice cream.
But I'm good with fromage. I love me brie. I love burrata.
Going back to magnesium.
Mozzarella.
It helps you stay really regular in all things, not just BM. I just mean all things sleeping. It calms the mind. It rebuilds.
This sounds like a magical drug. Why aren't we taking magnesium gummies?
And how much do you take? I'm going to give you a little tip. You buy magnesium chelate or glycinate.
Excuse me, what did you just say?
Chelate? I say it wrong. It's like CHELATE. Okay. And I'll put it in the comments. Or magnesium glycinate. Thorne makes an amazing one. That's a great brand.
What does it taste like?
It's a vitamin, like a pill. You just swallow it.
Oh, I thought you sent me a powder.
Yes, I now do a powder. It's also very good. I've tried both. Powder makes me a little more tired. Not even tired, a little more relaxed, which I like. And it tastes like a lemon water drink. It's totally fine. Mix it with water. It tastes great. But what you do is, how much do you take? People are like, how many milligrams do I take? I don't know. A great nutritionist, Amy Rapp, once told me, you take as much as you can. Let's say start with 500 milligrams. And here we go to the BMs again. If you have a big poopy BM that's like diarrhea, you've taken too much for your body.
You know you're a mom when you talk
about you talk about poop all the time. No, this is sad. Before I was a mom, I talked about poop a lot because my husband loves a good poop. He'll tell you that any day of the week. He will. I'm telling you.
Why do men take so long in the bathroom?
That's an episode in itself.
Why? They're in there forever. Please, anybody in the comments.
This is so true. This is so true.
They avoid us. Like,
I think it's
my private
I think it's their
palace.
I think they
throne.
think like I gotta sit here and make something happen, but then I think they get
all
lost on
play
their phone.
Sudoku.
Yeah, they get lost on their phone with the game. 100%. 100%. But that's how you know how much milligrams to take. If you've taken too much, your body will tell you. If you've taken too little, your body will tell you. And then you stop. Like I learned mine is 800 milligrams. That's my number. 7 is good.
Okay, good.
8,
All right, enough about numbers. We will look into
Magnesium.
Magnesium's the answer.
Moving
to
on
all.
because we were segueing.
I want to talk more about. So let's talk about. You have a big event, you get yourself anxious.
Yes.
What are some of the things that you do, whether it's right before a show, getting ready for a show, or whatever it might be, a big pitch?
Yeah.
That's talking about self-soothing. Like,
Yeah.
how do you handle that?
So, full disclosure, I do not take gummies before a show. No, just kidding.
No, I'm very strong. I won't even drink a lot of caffeine.
No, I don't.
I'm really I'm somebody that loves feeling as grounded as possible.
Yeah.
I remember in college, I was doing Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I was doing As You Like It. And there was like this rumor mill going around that people in the conservatory were doing cocaine. I went to school at University of Miami. And all I thought was, I got the lead in As You Like It last minute because the other woman couldn't do it. She just felt overwhelmed. So then they said, Sarah, will you do it? And I was like, of course I will.
Yeah.
And I like learned a part in a week.
Wow.
And it's Shakespeare. And I thought, everybody must think it's me because I was running around like a wild card because I had to pick up everything in a full 2.5 hour production of Shakespeare. I was like, I bet you everybody thinks I'm on uppers. And I was like, I'm telling you,
you were laser focused.
Being as sober as possible.
Yes. I agree.
think as a performer, for me, feeling grounded in my feet and my gut and my mind is really important.
Yes.
I think maybe sometimes if you do Cats 800 million times, you might have more of an ability, but this was a very like heady show. Not saying Cats is, you can't do Cats drunk. You'd be falling out of
I don't know. You'll never
pirouette.
see me in that production. I'll never get in a onesie. But I agree with you. I think there's, for me, a bit of groundedness that has to be there. I have this thing, which I think we all have rituals. Like, for instance, I notice my sister has a business. My husband is obviously works and has his own method of things that he does before a big meeting. Everyone has like a ritual. My thing is I don't like people like, oh, because I sing in my show, they're like, do you warm up vocalizing? You have big vocals and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. I don't do anything like that because if I do, I get in my head, I get trippy about, oh, that sounds funny. And I actually just get on stage. I do a little quick stretch of my body because I'm jumping around like a crazy person on stage. And I do a quick mic test. I'll sing one song through. I won't judge it. I'll be like, that's what it sounds like today. And I just go to my dressing room and I always have oily Lay's potato chips. I have about 2 or 3.
Great for vocal cords.
Great to just keep them
grease it up.
oily.
Yeah.
Or if I sounds even crazier, I'll have a teaspoon of olive oil. If it's there, I'm not going to carry. Sometimes I used to carry it with me, but
Nothing
that's getting
has
crazy.
felt more Italian.
You're right.
Talk about what can do really good things. Just have a shot of olive oil. And
That's literally what I do.
You know somewhere there's a list of all the benefits of taking a shot of olive oil.
You're right.
But the
That's
tricks of the trade, I think it's absurd that you don't vocalize. A full
I don't.
I'll vocalize before remember when we first started?
I know.
My lows are bad. And I'm like, fee.
Yeah, no.
But I agree with the way that you say, and I think that's spectacular you could do it. If I do that, I know exactly where the creaks and the cracks and the fuzziness are. So then I'm going to go in a little bit nutty feeling going in because I know that maybe I'm at a C or a D, I'm feeling a little insecure. However, then you maybe don't, is any part in the show like you nervous for a big part?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
For like a
if
big
I'm like,
note?
like if I sang through a song and I'm like, well, that came out like crap, and I know 2 songs
Yeah,
later
but God
in the show,
forbid, you aren't warmed up and you're just like,
You know,
I'm wailing.
nah,
Sorry, that was very loud. Last night I was singing The Lion King for Chad because we talked about top 3. He said, somebody at work said, tell me your top 3 movies. And he said, Wayne's World, which I got a kick out of. Matrix.
Yes.
And he said, Lion King. And I was like,
Lion King.
whoa. But he's so right. That was a very impactful movie.
It's ridiculously good.
Because Disney does it right, but it is something where sometimes Disney's a little bit like more like just funsy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's Hamlet. It's a
No,
great show.
I'm with it.
So then I did a full like, I am wearing penguin pajamas from the day we arrived.
did.
And he starts recording. And I was like, I started too high.
I get it. No, I think I have this
Because I had a moment where I'm wailing and just having fun. I was like, oh, that was a little crack there.
I don't know why I have this. I'm the type of performer where
love
if I
it.
beat it too hard, even with a
Excuse me?
joke, and I mean, I call it beat the joke, but if I like
Yeah.
dig in too hard,
Yeah.
I lose the funny, I lose the voice. And I go, you know
course you
what?
do.
I got to just trust my gut and go with
Over-rehearsed,
it.
yeah.
I cannot be over rehearsed. Tom always says this thing where it's like, if I'm like, shit, I didn't have time to go through the new joke. He's like, good, don't do it. And he's right every time, because if I actually sit and go through it too much, it's not funny and I don't deliver it right.
So I would, piggybacking off of that, which is one of my most, we're going to have merchandise that says piggybacking off of that because I say it all the time. I couldn't agree more.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
No, I think, I love rehearsal. I am a big
me
advocate of
too.
rehearsing. But I think sometimes the most natural humor is just let it be. It might feel too formulaic, too rehearsed, too polished, where then you're not being as authentic to who you are, especially when it's a story told as a one-woman show in your own
That's the other
words.
point that I really should like hammer home is like, obviously, if you're in a theater production with 30 people, you need that rehearsal and you need to be consistent. But if you're like me currently by myself on stage, I really have the ability and the liberty to play. Yeah. And because of that, I notice when I play, I have a lot more fun and things come out way better than it is if I sort of rehearse it, right?
Yeah,
and I think that's a
absolutely.
big comedian thing too. I think comedians write jokes, but I don't think they necessarily beat home a joke where they're like,
I can't with
you don't like the beat? I have to beat it. I beat it. Yeah,
I know Michael Jackson, but it also makes me feel like it's a little like...
Yeah, no. Where's your head at?
Yeah, exactly. So I would say like with shows for me, which I'm really excited for, it's actually going to be my happiness, but I'll tell you this one up front, is that we're back on the road this weekend with WWE. We have live shows in Texas, which we haven't done in a while. And what's cool about our live shows is they're not taped. So it's just like theater. It's for the crowd, which my mother doesn't understand. No, it's just not on tape. So it's not on USA. It's not on Netflix. Yeah. It is just for
real
the audience.
time.
Yeah, it's just...
Does that make sense what I'm saying?
No, because we are still real time because we're live on TV.
Oh, I understand. I'm sorry. Yes.
So this is the jokes with my mom where she's like, wait, I can't watch it on TV. I said, no. This is just there.
It's that moment in
Texas
time. Yeah. I'm
for
with
that
you.
audience.
Yeah.
And so we're so excited because the thing that I love, and I'm sure you can understand, when you're doing TV and it's live TV set in a specific time, you need to be on your schedule with timing. You can't play the crowd in the same way.
Yeah.
Unless you're someone like a bigger star who has like a very important segment. The rest of us need to stay on time and schedule. So you can't let things breathe in the same way.
That is so fun.
For live TV,
this.
right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Because you better be wrapped because we're going to commercial. You better
right.
be wrapped because it's the next show coming on
That's
USA.
right.
So live shows are really a big deal. I was a big deal with Vince McMahon that it's like very much grassroots, that you are with your fans and they love it. So we're back on the road this week and it feels more playful, right? So I'm announcing it, I'm hosting the events, and I can't wait because it's been a while since we've done it. But it's funny because it's like riding a bike. I've done this how many times?
Yeah, so many times.
But all the times that I go to different places, so I've performed as an announcer at Madison Square Garden, but Paris, and then India. And then, but the joke is I use music to self-soothe. Like that's a big thing. So I'll do my hair and makeup, but I'll always choose like something that flows with where I am. So maybe I'll be listening to country music in Texas. But when I was in India, I had Indian like vibey, like music going. But Chad and I share the same Spotify. And so like whether I'm doing like deep sleep for when I'm flying, or I'm doing, like I said, like maybe a soothing Spanish guitar when I was in Spain. Chad goes, "You're ruining the Spotify," because I'll put it on like suggested
He's gonna
shuffles.
get like, yep.
So he'll be like working out, and then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh, mom," like it's like all these tonal kind of things. So for me, I'm a big advocate about music, finding my vibes. But I think that might be just as a performer, right? That like we are so connected to musicality that like when I sing, when I perform, it affects my emotions.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna. Oh God, here we go. I was gonna say piggyback, but I'm not gonna use the. I have to think of another word now.
We're gonna find our own.
But I'm
version
gonna
of that.
say this because I think you're right, and we should like point this out. Like music is such an important self-motivator, right? Or self-calmer or whatever it is for you.
Oh, Beyonce self-motivates.
Soother, all those things.
That's the motivate. When I'm like, it's like, who run the world? Girls!
Yes!
I'm like, okay, the most silliest, most operatic version of it.
That was beautiful.
Apologize.
No, the reason I'm saying that is because years ago, when I trained in Pilates, and I remember the man who trained me was this totally fit 50-year-old dude who had like the most amazing musical like list, I want to say, that he would play, and all different types of music. And he actually stressed how much he felt music was a part of working out. And now till this day, when I go to the gym, or like I notice when Tom works out and I like sneak in down, so we have a little gym in our basement, and I'll like, pop on, he's listening to like heavy metal. That's how he works out.
Stresses me out.
Loves it. Me, it stresses me out, right? Like, so I find it amazing what music does, specific music does for different people, right? It just, like I hear heavy metal and I want to like hang myself.
I love Metallica.
I like it, but I don't like it enough to do something to it. He'll literally listen to heavy metal and like write emails.
When it screams, it scares me.
Work out. Like he's able to calm
When you're on a plane, do you put music? Like I put on my soothing deep
I do
sleep
it
in
when
my
it's,
ear, in my
do.
AirPods, and I lose my mind when I sit next to somebody and they're listening to like heavy dance beats. Like electronica on a plane. I'm like, or screaming metal. I'm like,
you know what?
I'm
I agree.
at the it's literally just noises like a whale.
I agree.
Like Ellen DeGeneres in Finding Nemo.
I agree. And this is like a thing that when I'm on a plane, if there's turbulence, I'm with you. I need the calm, like calming music. But I even noticed like when I was pregnant and like babies and stuff, they all these pediatricians tell you put on classical music, and I was like, well, I've been listening to classical music since before I was like dating
singing.
Tom. Like I've always loved. I put on classical when I cook. I've always loved that.
Do you know Vitamin String Quartet? So I knew them prior to what's that show on Netflix that came out?
Keep
Shonda
thinking.
Rhimes.
Keep thinking, but I'm going to tell everyone, if you like classical music, also listen to Yo-Yo Ma. He's phenomenal.
Oh yeah, well of course, Yo-Yo Ma is
like
literally Carnegie Hall
the other Carnegie Hall
celloist.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Vitamin String Orchestra does music that is pop music as an acoustic orchestrated, and it's wonderful. I do Vitamin String Quartet radio, and then there was this other two cellos and these two studs of guys, and they're jamming. When a friend of mine invited me to the concert, and women ran to the stage like they were rock stars, and they were just chilling.
But that's amazing.
Doing like U2, doing it's hot.
It is hot.
It got you.
That kind of got me.
Yeah, so I'm big on that with music. What Chad and I always say, I don't know if he does, but I claim it. I was like, for me, music's a religion. So like for me, when I go to a concert, I throw up my arms and I am praising to the music gods.
Yeah.
Who's the god of music and wine?
I don't know.
We do know these. Bacchus.
Oh, I'm not good.
Isn't it Bacchus?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't know that. But
I am Mrs. Bacchus.
I am Mrs. Bacchus.
There's got to be a queen.
No, I'm with you. I think music feeds the soul, and it also calms the soul. And I agree with you with all these things. And going back to sleep, how important is sound, right? They say sound machines. Are you a sound machine girl?
So I would say I've gotten crazier with all the travel I've done, where I'm like extremely light sensitive. So I have a mask. Yes. I'm very much hearing things. I will put in earplugs.
Yes.
When I've traveled with my mother, she is a snorer. I will put on like literally. I put on AirPods or like earplugs plus like sound canceling headphones.
Oh yeah, you did it all.
Because her snoring is so bad.
Yeah.
And I'm very sensitive. Anyway, Piggy, I'm not going to say
Don't say piggy.
The other day we were in the same room and I did do the white noise.
Isn't it great?
And she complained to me the next morning. I woke up in the middle of the night. It sounded like the toilet was running. What was going on? And I said, you were snoring. And it was the only way I could try to fall asleep.
That's very funny.
And she was getting woken up by the white noise.
The white noise is heaven for all humans.
Yeah.
We should all be in the white noise at night. But I will say that I have this funny memory. I lived in an apartment on 9th Avenue and 38th Street in Manhattan in Hell's Kitchen. And my mom stayed over a few times. And I'll never forget. She was like, I'm going to sleep on the couch. Now I had like a cot to pull out because it was a small 1-bedroom. And she's like, I'm going to sleep on the couch. And I'm like, why, Mom? She goes, because the couch was in line with the bay window. I lived on the 9th floor. And she would open the window, and what would you hear? The Manhattan traffic of the horns, and she would fall asleep like a baby. And she's like, that's how I grew up. My mother was born under the L, as they say, and that's where her little bedroom was growing up above like this little, she says a focacceria, which is like, you know, a Salamaria, a deli.
I don't know it. I don't
know. A focacceria. So it's like a restaurant.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's sort of like a deli restaurant, a focacceria.
Okay.
So she grew up above that, and the sounds were the subway, the honking, and she would fall asleep to that. Yeah. So till this day, she'll always say, I miss your apartment because that was the best sleep I've ever had. And I find that so funny that was soothing to her.
I do find that with New Yorkers and the times that I've like lived and stayed in New York, it is part of your sleep pattern.
It's part of it.
You always hear sirens. You always hear people moving. The place doesn't sleep.
It doesn't. And it's so beautiful, though, to think that. I've found
That's
comfort.
A beautiful thing.
For me, it's a comfort thing that it's something that never sleeps because it's always there.
But coming back to that, I would say, you think with as busy as it is, like with that episode of the subway system, like obviously New Yorkers all come together, but it is primarily independent people storming that city, pounding the pavement, concrete jungle, survivalist.
Yes.
And at this point in my life, I go towards nature. Remember when you discovered walking outside?
Yeah, I know. It's tough for me. Yeah, I grew up in a city, so it's tough for me, but I am much better with nature. I am much better with the universe. I treat grass nice.
Peace, love, and happiness. It's time to have a gummy.
Let's do some
happiness.
Sarah, tell me, what's your happiness?
I would say my happiness is that my brother, my sister-in-law, and the 3 kids are coming to visit next week.
No, that's happiness. I love it.
Unfortunately, I'm out of town for a little bit for work, but they will be here, and the girls are staying with us, Gracie and Maddie.
Love it.
And so they just make me, I love being an aunt. The kids are just adorable and fun. And, it's, Maddie one time said to us, to Chad and I, you guys don't have a house because we had a condo.
Yeah.
We don't have a house. I said, Maddie, because they just don't get it, right?
Yeah, sure.
She probably doesn't have that many friends that live in condos.
Yeah, of course.
Where she is. And I said, Maddie, it's not about like where you are, it's who you're with and like what your home is.
Good response, Sarah.
I know, I very much hold that. I don't know if before you were a mom or maybe even more now, but I don't know if Maverick's listening to every word yet.
No, it's important.
Like how I respond to things, I try to make it that I'm saying things right. The other day, Gracie asked, because they've been really into Michael Jackson, asked about why Michael Jackson kind of looks more like a woman.
Oy, oy.
And all I said, he's like Prince. And I was like, she doesn't know Prince? Were they just like...
Moving on.
Yes, you could just like, you wear what you want to wear and what you look how you want to look. And he perform, like the music's outrageous.
Beautiful.
And now let's dance. Like,
turn it up.
Beat it, turn up the tune. But anyway, so we're excited for them to come over to the house and jump in the pool and grill.
Oh my God, I love
it. But no, I take my role as being their aunt very seriously. And it is one of the most fulfilling parts of my life, without a doubt. So I'm excited to have them.
This is amazing.
What's your happiness?
So my happiness is...
I have another gummy upstairs.
Oh, God. I know I should. I discovered this... I'm not discovering it because it's clearly been around, but I always get emails from this company called Mixed Tiles where they're like, order it. And I never do it. For pictures. And I never do it.
I think Mark and Janice do it.
And I'm like, God. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I ordered a bunch of mixed tiles because apparently you can put it up and then take it down whenever you want.
Oh,
it doesn't ruin the walls. And it never ruins the walls and it stays up. let me tell you, this is my happiness because these pictures come out phenomenal. They go on the wall. It's a giant canvas frame.
I want to do a
and let me tell you, you can move it anywhere. It doesn't ruin your wall.
Is that these pictures that are all around?
The one in my library.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't ruin your wallpaper, which is even better because I have a lot of wallpaper. I'm a big fan these days.
Guys, wallpaper's back.
It's
we talked
back.
about that.
Oh, it is back.
Is it but also tell me about the wallpaper too. It's like the Stickum one.
I have this great lady. I tried to do it myself, but then I realized I'm giving myself a heart attack. I was awful. And there's this lady in my neighborhood who does it. She's like 70 something years old.
What?
Wait, she comes with her stool. And she does it in seconds.
But it's just Stickums.
It is Stickums, but it's a specific skill.
Okay.
It's a specific skill, how you stick it. She has the tool. Oh, no, I'm terrible. I don't line it up right. I'm cursing. I'm screaming. That's not my happiness at all. That's my misery. But honestly, the mix tiles, you can pull it off. It's amazing. So I'm giving a shout out to mix tiles. That was my happiness.
Yeah.
Because I so quickly wanted to hang things, and I don't want to wait for time.
Are you not good with crafting? I think you are.
Half semi. It depends. I can't hang a picture if I'm going to put a nail in a wall because, I mean, I can, but it's going to be a little mishkinu. Like, it's not going to look good. It's going to be messy.
I'm fast and furious.
Yeah, that's me.
Chad is scaling the wall. He's measuring the wall. And then I just keep, so I'm different because I just keep hammering nails. And then I'm like, oh, if it's a little slanted, I'm going to hammer this nail underneath it. And we're going to put it. So yesterday, my mom had me putting up a picture of myself in her house on the wall of fame. And I was like, bop, 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 and it's up.
That's me. And you know what? I sometimes have mixed tiles cured this for me because if I have anxiety of not asking, but hey, Tom, I want to hang this picture. Hey, he wants to hang this picture. Like you said, the tape measure comes out, the ruler, the thing with to make it even. I'm like, no, just hang the picture.
Just hang the goddamn picture.
Eyeball it. And the fact that I eyeball it gives him such agita. Yeah. I see him. He's sweating. He's like, oh God. Just put it up. So mixed tiles cures it.
Very much. I love pictures. I was doing the same thing recently, decorating. And because I know you've had pictures up that I'm like, when are these going?
Oh, no, I just put them up. I'll show you.
Oh, I can't wait to look at them. So I would say for us, we're more,
I don't know,
performing arts.
No, sure.
Singing, dancing. But when it comes to the creative visual arts, we're giving it to somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
May you do it.
I'm going to do a Disney. There's like a quote he's got where it's like, you do what you do, but then you hire others to make your vision come to life, right? Like, it's like, I can't.
Well, it takes a team
to
put on a show. You know what I mean? Everybody's got their purpose.
What do they say? It's a village to raise a kid. It is a village to put on productions and to do things, as you know with WWE. It takes a village.
100%. My gosh. Shout out to our village.
Oh, shout out to villages.
And our production crew.
Oh, my God.
I'm excited to see people this weekend. It'll be fun.
Oh, my God. You're going to have so much fun.
Let's get back on the road. When are you back on the road?
Oh, I go back as of the fall. I'll be back on the road.
Yoo-hoo! She's back, baby.
Oh my God, it's so crazy. I took the summer off. I'm excited.
You deserved it.
Oh, I needed it.
But it's time to start up again.
Yeah. Oh, don't start.
Okay, here we go.
I gotcha.
Well, thank you so much for this time, Candice.
Oh, my God.
Drink your coffee and get some stuff done. These pictures need to go up. They can't hang themselves.
Oh, you want to go see them? Come see them. Thanks for joining us today.
You can follow us on Instagram at Don't Start Podcast.
Or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
And we'll see you next time, friends.
Don't Start is produced by Anthony Street Productions.